Now, welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with Thor's Lightning Takes. And let's get right to the news.
Start off with our weekly update. 16 days from Kenobi.
Woohoo! Is it 16, really?
16. And, at the time of recording, 16, 17 hours.
Oh, you're even going by the hour. We should count down to the second. Have, a running clock going. I'm kidding.
You're going to make things really difficult on me.
It'd be hard to... I don't even know
It'd
where
be really
we'd put
hard for
that.
me to sync up.
It would be impossible because you don't know when people are going to watch the video.
Exactly.
I mean, by now, if you're watching it days from now, you're already closer. You're in the future. Anyway, let's get to the news.
All right, let's talk our first story today. Ahsoka began filming yesterday. Woohoo!
Ooh, yay, Ahsoka.
Super exciting. I mean, that's what I'm looking forward to once Kenobi is done. Sorry, Andor.
Wow. I'm looking forward to Andor.
Well,
there's a lot of potential. I mean, I know it's an
we don't know how his
overexplored time
story
period.
ends.
Yeah.
We don't know how Ahsoka's story ends.
Well, we know she says something in The Rise of Skywalker. Whether she's dead or alive, who knows? Filoni said just because you heard her voice with all the dead Jedi doesn't mean she's dead, right?
Makes perfect sense to me.
Of course. But no, I'm excited for Andor. And Bad Batch will probably be before then, and Mando Season 3 should be before that. So we got a lot of stuff before we even get to... I mean, you're jumping the gun here, I think. I'm excited for Ahsoka, sure, but there's a lot to come.
Yeah, I'm not jumping the gun for my own sake. I feel like that's what I'm looking forward to next.
Really? More than Mando Season 3?
Probably. I don't know. I'm really anxious to see where the story goes. So, the reason we know it started filming is there was a tweet. And it's got it up on the screen for you now, I'm sure. Interestingly, Dave Filoni's trademark cowboy hat's hanging off the chair, of course, confirming his involvement with Ahsoka.
He's going to be involved with this?
Can't stay away
Shocking.
from...
No, he can't.
Yeah. The series is going to star Rosario Dawson as, of course, Ahsoka Tano. The only other casting announcements we have with the character included is Hayden Christensen reprising Anakin Skywalker and Natasha Lua Bordizzo as Sabine Wren.
And somebody as Ezra. We
Recent-
gotta know that. And Thrawn.
Somebody. Everyone says the guy from Aladdin, whose name I can't remember,
Hey,
the live action one, he would be a good Ezra.
It's amazing how much fan casting that they actually go with. I mean, Rosario Dawson is a fan cast. There's
Yeah.
in recent other Disney properties, which I don't want to spoil anything, but there's another big fan casting. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about, I think.
I know recently we also kind of talked about Peter Ramsey is also being attached to this project as directing at least one episode. But aside from that, not a ton is known about the series that, isn't, of course, speculation. So maybe Celebration will clear some of this up.
Probably. I mean, I'm sure they'll talk about it. I don't think we'll see any kind of teaser or anything. I mean, maybe it'll be just a generic kind of teaser with no... I mean, you just started filming. I don't know how much you're going to be showing off in 3 weeks from now, but...
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean,
there's really not much to show at that point then.
I think this is going to be a lot different than what we've got out of the Mandalorian. It's one of the reasons I'm excited for this, because I don't think it's... Yes, eventually we know there's going to be that crossover event series, but I hope... kind of looking at the logo and it has the look of the world between worlds. I hope we're just kind of going somewhere else. Somewhere we're searching for Ezra in the unknown regions. We could go, we could see the Chiss ascendancy. We could go all sorts of different places with this series. And I hope we do. I really hope we do.
Mandalorian Season 4.
Yeah.
And she's like, you know what? We could use some help with this job.
Well, I hope it's a little more than, like they did in the book of Boba Fett. Like, oh, Boba Fett needs help. I'm in. Which makes sense. I'm not saying that doesn't make sense, but... Mm-hmm. No, my hope is to see some just unique new worlds. No sandy planets, please. Just let's take us
go to Tatooine to look for Thrawn.
Let's do the search for Ezra. Let's bring Thrawn into the mix. Maybe, like I said, maybe Thrawn. I'm assuming Thrawn obviously gets back and he knows where Ezra is. That's why Ahsoka is looking for Thrawn. And then we have that, and then we have the search for Ezra in some weird part of the galaxy. That's kind of what I'm hoping out of this.
It would be neat. I mean, that puts another Jedi back in the galaxy as well.
It does. There's so many out there.
Unless Thrawn killed him.
No.
I'm not saying it's not impossible.
It's not impossible, but I would be very surprised if Ezra is dead. That would be such an anticlimactic, going to the world between worlds. Come and find me, Ahsoka. I will. Oh, Thrawn killed you. Never mind. End of story.
Let's move on to our next story then. Temuera Morrison is announced as coming to Celebration. So Boba Fett is confirmed as a guest now. He's going to be signing autographs and taking pictures with fans on May 27th and 28th. You could even do a combination photo with Morrison and Daniel Logan, who played Boba Fett in Attack of Clones. You could do the double Boba Fett picture.
I was going to ask if you can request what character you want him to be. Could he be Django for you? Could he be? He could be any clone too. I mean, theoretically, he is all the clone. Can you dress up as Rex for me, please? Or I want to be a Cody, or
Yes, exactly.
He could have a very busy day of just constantly taking off armor. And I'm just joking, of course.
Of course. Well, photos with Temuera Morrison are going to be 135. The team up is 185.
Well, not much attack on Daniel Logan, huh? Sorry, Daniel, if you're watching.
We're not at Kenobi levels.
No, what is Kenobi like?
He was like, what is it, like 300? He was,
credits will do fine.
Yeah. Well, Kenobi's sold out, by the way.
Yeah.
Update. Yeah, you don't get to have your autograph or photo with Ewan anymore. He's tapped out.
Yeah.
Right? And while it has not been confirmed that Temuera Morrison is going to be attending any panels, it could possibly be likely that he comes to the Mando Plus panel on Saturday. I mean, he was in The Mandalorian, so why not?
Yeah, he was in Season 3 of The Mandalorian too, wasn't he?
He was.
Yeah, the one
I think
where...
they had a different title for that one, though.
Yeah, then they called it the Book of something? I forget what they called that one. But man, he was definitely in Mando Season 3 a little bit.
I saw him. I saw him.
He was in there. But no, we are, of course, joking, referring to the Book of Boba Fett.
Horrible.
I know. It's not even funny anymore. It's so overdone at this point, but yes.
All right, let's move along because we've got 2 more stories to cover yet. Star Wars Shadows of the Sith has a new excerpt that reveals a mysterious but familiar character.
I didn't read this one yet.
You didn't.
You were all hiding it from me.
I wasn't hiding it from you.
I think you were hiding it from me. You told me last minute. Oh, by the way, there was one.
You mean last night?
Yeah.
That's not last minute.
Feels last minute.
Shadows of the Sith by Adam Christopher follows Luke Skywalker and Lando Calrissian as they search for Exegol in the dark force that Luke feels threatening the galaxy. There's a masked character on the cover that was still somewhat of a mystery. No one's identified him. People were saying, it's going to be Ochi because Ochi's in this. But Ochi doesn't wield a lightsaber.
No, he's just like a Sith. I don't know what they call him, a Sith assassin. He's not really a Sith.
Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of a cool title.
He was a Sith assassin?
Yeah. I mean, I guess he's an assassin of the Sith, so it works that way.
Sure. So the mask cover on the masked character is a mystery. But we've cracked a little bit into that mystery.
Is there any spoiler alert here or who this character is?
No.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this is a new character.
Okay.
This book is also meant to apparently tie up some of the loose ends from Rise of Skywalker.
Some of them?
So we'll see.
Some of the loose ends, like the movie?
Yeah.
The movie.
Some of the loose ends.
Yeah, there is a lot in that movie that you're like the dagger. Oh my goodness! Good luck tying up the loose ends in that movie.
Okay, so the mysterious figure appears to be answering to the Sith Eternal as they hunt down Luke and Lando. The Barnes & Noble edition of the book comes with a mini poster, which I'm going to throw up on the screen for you. It is an image of the masked character. It's a lady with a mask and claw-like hands because she's evil. That's
okay.
Interestingly, it looks like the mysterious cover figure. The new excerpt is actually read from her perspective, and you don't get a name, and it doesn't really give you anything for the story. It's kind of setting a tone, more or less, about stuff, I guess. That's so vague, I'm sorry.
That is very vague, and I was worried about spoilers, and you've said everything but nothing.
I'm going to say the tone is very interesting, but it's also very cryptic. I enjoyed it, and when you pair it with the excerpt from last time... You remember that one? You read that one? The one where
that one, yeah.
Luke is kind of on Exegol and there's scary Force ghosts. And
then Anakin comes and saves him.
Well,
I think
we
that's
got that
the beginning of the
spooky
book,
and mystery tone from that as well. So that's really cool. I mean, like this one is like her having almost a vision or something where when she closes her eyes and whatever, she sees this dark, tall shadow and she's hearing the screams of the dead and... It's, like I said, you don't really know anything of what's going on. You just really get a tone from it. Okay. And then she wakes up and she's like, oh no, and she still hears a voice in her head like, soon. And you're like, what's soon? What's going on? This did a perfect job of making me interested in going, what's going on? I need to know.
Interesting. Well, I guess I'll read it after this.
Well, when it's coming out on June 28th, so you don't have too long to wait.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll do a cannon fodder review on this one. I'll probably even talk about it on the other channel because it's, lore implications for the or the Rise of Skywalker and to the whole sequel trilogy, I'm assuming, trying to make sense of that.
Make it all make sense.
Yeah, that's not going to be an easy task,
No.
to say the least.
Okay, well, let's move on
Okay.
to our last article today. Not even an article. New this week in Star Wars.
Hey, Brotherhood came out today.
Hey, you're spoiling...
I think a copy of it is on the porch right now.
Stop talking. Wait, we have 2 quick additions to the canon this week. From Marvel, we have the very cringy Halcyon Legacy number 3 from Star Wars Comics that comes out tomorrow, May 11th. We did do a preview on this issue, but for those who didn't watch it, it's about Padme and Anakin going undercover aboard the Star Cruiser and sharing some time alone together on the most expensive ship in our galaxy.
Making a certain pair of twins.
Stop.
What?
But more importantly, today, as you said, is the release of Star Wars Brotherhood from Del Rey. Obi-Wan and Anakin must stem the tide of the raging Clone Wars and forge a new bond as Jedi Knights in a high-stake adventure set just after the events of Star Wars Attack of the Clones. I mean, this is the one I'm looking forward to anyway. It probably is sitting on the porch right now.
Yeah. We saw Amazon
We did
pull
get
up
an
as we
Amazon
started
show
to
up.
record.
I thought it was just going to be cat food, but it could be the book.
Book and cat food.
They could be in the same box. You know, everyone knows
Yeah.
how Amazon works. Sometimes they come together, sometimes they come separately. It's nothing you can do.
But no, I'm excited for Brotherhood. Let's see how
It is Brotherhood. Sorry, Amazon just told me.
You hear the voice in your head of Amazon? Jeff Bezos whispers to you?
Well, that's why I bought his chip. You put it in your head and it tracks your
Oh,
words.
God. Yeah, I'm sure they
Gives
would.
me deal of the day. What's that, Amazon? Sorry.
Goodness. I hope you're kidding. Sometimes
Does not compute.
must buy from Amazon. But anyway, no, excited to read Brotherhood. I'm sure we'll have a review. We have a very busy weekend
Very
ahead
busy.
of us.
Very busy.
We will get a review of Brotherhood up very, very soon. And I guess that's all we got for you this time.
Mm-hmm.
So take to the comments below. Tell us what you think about any or all of this news. And let's talk some Star Wars. And until next time, thanks for watching.